The 80s explosion of skateboarding started with Back to the Future. Just from the intro sequence, you could tell there's a skateboard in it, and you could tell that's his transportation in the movie, and it was like, that was a big win for skateboarding. Skateboarding was really not considered cool in those days. It was very underground. It was the surefire way to not meet girls. To see it on the big screen in a Spielberg production was huge. And so for me, it was just like, yes, we made it. We're in a movie.
Well, because I was there all the time on the set. So, Walter, you drive the truck, or Walter, you drive the Jeep. He's going to get a hold of the back of it.
You can see Walter in the movie when Marty's sketching.
And we had it pretty well figured out how fast to go, and they would let us rehearse it with the double first. Per Wallinder would rehearse it, and then Michael J. would get on the skateboard.
Walter's wearing a Mountain Dew hat, and he's driving that Jeep.
When I was driving the Jeep, we'd done it a few times, and Bob Zemeckis said, hey, get a close-up of Walter.
Yeah, Walter, when they turn the camera on, we go, oh, shit, they're going to do this to me again. Okay, I'll do it.
And they turned the camera around because he was right there in the back shooting at Michael J. hanging on the back. He turned around, got a shot of me looking back. And
Whoa, kid, stop. Hey!
One of the great things about a movie is it presents you with a situation where you have to be creative and you have to solve these problems. How are we going to do a skateboard chase that looks real and looks authentic? Well, we need to find real skateboarders.
Skateboarding was sort of frowned upon back then. It was sort of, these kids are never going to amount to anything.
Skateboarders that skated back then were hardcore.
There was a lot of, hate, for the skate punk.
So we decided, hey, why don't we go to the Venice Beach boardwalk and do street performance? So we would go there every weekend for actually quite a few years.
Bob Gale went down, I think, to Venice or something and found these two guys that were really fantastic.
And they were jumping on these skateboards and flipping them and skating them and doing things, and people would put coins down for them,
This gentleman stuck his hand out and says, you may not believe me, but I'm making a movie and I need a skateboarder, and he handed me his business card.
When we called Bob Gale's office, we were referred to Walter Scott.
They came in and they introduced him to me, and I said, yeah, show me what you can do, and they started skateboarding.
And he explained what we were going to do, and
he had some ideas. He wanted our opinion on those ideas.
So in the end, he basically gave us the job to be the stuntman for Marty McFly.
I only worked on set the one chase scene, and I'm only one of 3 people that made the whole chase scene up.
They had me do all the rest of the stunts. To jump over the bush. That was not hard, and in today's world, someone could probably ollie over it, but the ramp helped a lot to make it look a little bit more dramatic.